At last, the night came for Vittorio's final venture. This time, not at the dwindling Venetian canal, but on a modest boat, gently rocking in the lagoon. A distant lantern bobbed in the inky water, and moonlight traced silver outlines on the boat's prow. There, standing with effortless poise, was a young woman, no bathing suit, mask half tilted on her face, skin luminous under starlight. Though the girl's outstretched hand beckoned, Vittorio still felt his old longing for the water's hush, for the possibility of reeling in something unseen. She represented an entirely different lure, a call to abandon caution and leap into life's currents without overthinking. Plato had taught that real knowledge is recollection of eternal forms, beauty and courage included. In that moment, Vittorio saw both in the woman on the prow, a living embodiment of the form of freedom. Yet, as her gaze locked with his, he remembered Confucius. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. One cannot always pursue the pristine ideal. Sometimes the flawed path is the one that resonates, that belongs to you. The boat rocked slightly. The girl laughed, a carefree sound that mingled with the lapping waves. She gestured once more, as though urging him, "Come see the horizon with me. There is more to discover than fish." Vittorio yearned to follow, to unshackle himself from his rod and leap barefoot onto the prow, letting the salt wind carry him away. Yet he also sensed Socrates whispering, "Know thyself." He truly did love casting his line, of feeling the line tighten or go slack. Here, in the gentle bob of the boat, was the alchemy of both longing and fulfillment. He returned her smile and set down his rod for a moment. "There's more than one way to navigate," he said softly. "The water may be shallow in the canal or deep here, but I find calm either way." The girl tilted her head, mask sliding over her cheek. A knowing grin crossed her lips, and she nodded. Just then, the line tugged, a faint vibration that made Vittorio's heart flutter. In that electrified instant, he remembered Rumi's lines, "What you seek is seeking you." If this was only a humble fish, so be it. If it was yet another sign of life offering him a gift, so much the better. Truth, like fish, can appear any time you're willing to cast your line. He reeled in, but whatever had nibbled vanished into the shadows beneath the hull. The girl on the prow caught his eye, shrugging as if to say, "Sometimes we lose the catch." Vittorio laughed, unbothered. Buddha might remind him, "You only lose what you cling to." Indeed, the real treasure wasn't a fish, but the hush of possibility that bound them all. Fisherman, stargazer, water, moon. For a while, they drifted together, the girl leaning forward with the freedom of her uncovered self, Vittorio anchored by his rod and reel. The night wore on, shimmering with unspoken tension between the call to jump headlong into the unknown and the steady contentment of his quiet pursuit. He recalled Marcus Aurelius, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" Eventually, the first hint of dawn brushed the lagoon. Vittorio reeled in his line for the final time, content that he had fished enough. The young woman turned, her mask slipping off completely, revealing a face honest in its simplicity. She took one last, playful pose on the prow, then hopped back into the boat, letting the fleeting starlight vanish behind her. "I might try the prow next time," Vittorio said, a grin tugging at the corners of his mouth. He had learned so much from fishing, resilience, patience, respect for mystery. Perhaps it was time to learn from that daring spirit, too. And so, they navigated toward the city's faint silhouettes, uncertain where the next night would lead them, only sure that both illusions and truths surface for those who stay curious. In the wind's gentle sigh, Vittorio could almost hear the echo of the haiku, a reminder that sometimes it's perfectly fine to keep fishing, keep believing, and keep living in that dance between shadow and light.